What's going on? Welcome to Talking Shop with myself, Clipper Kem, talking to people about what they do and why they do it, hoping to guide you through your future. I've been a barber for over 20 years now, meeting some really interesting people along the way. In this series, I want to talk to some of them about what they do and why they do it, hopefully guiding you through some really difficult choices. So on today's episode, we'll be talking to my good friend Jake. He is a frontline journalist. He's been on the front line of most wars in the last 10 years. Let's talk to him about what he does and why he does it. Jake, how are you?
Yeah, good mate. I'm alright, a bit tired, but everything's going good, mate.
Jet lag.
Jet lag, mate.
Travelling around, doing your thing.
Yeah, gallivanting.
Yeah. So what did you want to do when you were younger, bro?
Looking back, I was kind of always doing media stuff. Like even when I was really little, my granddad had like a tape recorder and you could like, you know, talk into it and you could press play and, you know, play it back. I was like, oh, I'm gonna like write little stories and then record them, and then I'd get my granddad and be like, hey, you do the voice for this. And he was like, all right, like, you know, he's kind of got this. Yeah. And then we just started filming like messing about, like, you know, skating, all that kind of stuff.
Nice, yeah.
And it kind of evolved from that. Like, if I'm honest, I've always been doing some kind of media thing at some point. But it's only as I got older, I thought, you know what, like, I can actually turn this into a job that I really enjoy.
That's cool. So you picked up the journalist, recording, documenting type of thing, because that was like definitely the Jackass era, wasn't
That's
it?
exactly, yeah, exactly.
We were all
doing that, yeah. As I got older, I got really interested in documentaries. In the background I was kind of from, I thought, nah, I can't be a journalist. And then eventually I started, you know, finding out about other reporters that were not like mainstream or they weren't on the 10 o'clock news. Ben Anderson, I remember, he had this series where he just went to like North Korea and Tajikistan, like kind of places that were very off the map back then. And he would just document what was going on. And I was just like, wow, like this is fascinating. I thought, how could I do that?
We've known each other for quite a while now, and I've followed your journey all the way from when you were with Vice to now what you're doing with Popular Front. And man, you do some mad shit and go to some mad places. How's that affected your personal life? Has it made things easier, harder?
It's a good question. Seeing some of the things I've kind of seen and being in environments I've been in, it makes you very cynical. You see some stuff and it does affect your personal life because you become very thick-skinned, but you can become too thick-skinned. It shaped me, I would say.
Shaped you, indirectly giving you like a thick skin.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things you go through, and now, like especially as you know, when I was falsely sent to prison in Turkey, when I come back, I'm like, even now, it's just, I still, when something goes bad, I think, well, it can't be as bad as that. So it's just like, you just have this thing of like, it's all right, you know what I mean? And even though obviously I've covered a lot of war and you see a lot of bad things, you actually end up seeing the best of people as well. There is still really genuinely pure people about, and that's nice to see. Meeting people that you would never normally meet. Even if they're just bad people, like it still is interesting, you know. I don't get this thing of, you shouldn't talk to this person because they're bad or they're this. It's like, no, it's interesting, you know. I've interviewed like gangbangers, ISIS, and then freedom fighters. And everyone's got their story, yeah, definitely. And being kind of open to that is really interesting.